It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Here we are with Kenny the Jet Smith and the Big Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal, Ernie Johnson. You're watching the NBA on 2K Sports. Tonight we'll see the Miami Heat.
Let's see the starting lineup. This is the Miami Heat.
We are live in Portland as the Trailblazers are about to go into this interconference contest. Thanks for joining us, everyone. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, and joining me tonight, Chris Webber and Greg Anthony, with our Hall of Famer David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. And it's back to Miami for the Heat at the conclusion of today's game. They just haven't been able to buy a break lately. 5 of their last 6 games have been losses.
Kevin, the streak has been very difficult since this team has struggled of late, and the struggles may continue. They've got a really tough challenge against this team.
So here's Miami's starting group. We've got Zeller, Prince out there with Harris. Then there's Stephen Curry, and it's Harris in at the shooting guard. And Greg, you hear about the competitive culture that this Miami Heat franchise has.
Yeah, and that doesn't always work for some teams, but it works for the Heat. This group will push each other all the time to be the best they can be. The practices have a feel of game-level intensity.
It's stolen by Harris. Now the dish to Curry. Back to Harris. Fires for 3. They grab their own miss, and he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
Now there's the high basketball IQ of Zeller. He knows he's going to get whacked, but he turns it into an and one.
The Heat shooting their first free throw of the night.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Aminu, no one around him. Nailed from three-point land. Aminu's got himself on the board with 3 there. Last outing for Miami, it was a loss to Milwaukee.
And they couldn't get stops when they needed to. The opposition just too comfortable shooting the basketball.
And that's what can happen on the road. You have to be aggressive and try to disrupt them out of their normal routine.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Here's Roberson. Griffin a screen on Curry. And Mills kicks to Cousins. 6 to shoot. And it's blocked.
And registering one of the highest verticals at the NBA Combine, Zeller can send your shot back.
Back to Harris. Here's the screen. The pass to Harris. Picked by Zeller. Outside Curry. It's Prince on the wing. And that misses. That would have put him up. And so here's Portland. They want to keep rolling here following the win against the Thunder.
And once they established that flow offensively, really never got any resistance from the D.
And I feel like the defense was one step behind all night. I mean, they never made the adjustments to string together a few stops.
And Al-Farouq Aminu, one of the league's great value contracts, signed through 2019 for around $7 million a season.
Yeah, and in this era, starting players command twice that at least. That helps with ballooning payroll. I mean, and Aminu's happy. Getting consistent minutes important.
Now here's Mills. Pass to Roberson. Dishes it to Griffin. Here's Cousins. It's tipped. Prince against Aminu. Baseline try. Miami no good on that time either. Trailblazers have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Mills passes to Aminu. Back to Mills. 43 seconds left to play here in the first. They need this one. That shot is off. And Miami the other way now. Prince in the corner. Another miss by Prince. Portland leading. And Aminu kicks to Mills. Back to Aminu. Now here's Mills, guarded by Curry. Back to Aminu. Cousins with a screen on Zeller. Here's Roberson. The rebound by Prince.
Thought he was going to be able to take advantage of the D there. He had the space.
Here's Curry. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Heat out front, leading by a point. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. So far, it's been a closely contested game as we get the second quarter up and going. Here's Curry. 8 points his last outing. Now Farouk Aminu is out there with Griffin. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins. Then there's Andre Roberson. And it's Mills in at the point guard position. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Chris, the Blazers with an intriguing group of young players, and they've got a deep bench too.
Terry Stotts spreading the minutes low, keeping his guys fresh, and instilling confidence in those younger reserves.
Curry dishes to Zeller. Picked by Zeller. Now here is Harris. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. Curry gets the bucket.
You know what? Teams are 100% focused on Steph defensively, yet he still creates space beyond the arc.
And Mills kicks to Griffin. He dishes it to Cousins. Pass to Roberson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Aminu. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Aminu's got his second bucket tonight.
Man, this thing is just going back and forth tonight.
Each team is stepping up, rising to the challenge. Yet another lead change.
Picked by Zeller. Curry passes to Harris. Zeller, a screen on Aminu. Prince dishes to Zeller. And the layup's good off the glass.
Look, he has a good feel for the painted area. Zeller, never in a rush. Very deliberate with his moves.
Cousins with a screen on Curry. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. And the NBA season can be a long one, Chris. How important were team functions and team events during the season as a way to relieve some of the stress of the season?
Oh, man, if you're on a good team and a good team in the locker room, then you really don't even have to have team functions because you're going out, hanging out after every practice, going to play golf on warm days.
It's just natural, right?
Yeah, it's just natural. You're eating with guys, hanging out with guys, and so it is everything because really these are the guys that you're playing for, and the better chemistry, the better the team, I've always believed. And so team functions, hanging out with the guys, always important.
Knocks down the 3 ball.
He's now hit 2 this quarter, and the D needs to really put the clamps on him moving forward.
It's tipped and stolen by Cousins. Here's Mills. Lays it in off the breakaway.
Yeah, and they're shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
Harris with it. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Zeller setting the pick for Prince. Zeller, a screen on Aminu. 5 to shoot. Here's Prince. Good, and Curry gets the assist.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
And Mills kicks to Aminu. The offensive rebound. Cousins. It's good. Cousins has got the lead up to 5 now for the Trailblazers.
Great hustle from Cousins there. He never stops working on that offensive glass.
1:06 left now here in the second. Curry kicks to Zeller. Rebound by the Trailblazers.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
He just needs some time to warm up. After a difficult first period, he has turned on the Jets in the second quarter.
It's Curry outside. And it's Griffin with the rebound.
Well executed, great rhythm. You've got to finish that.
Yeah, coming off a good pick, you want to get that when he gets the separation he needs. I know he would love to have that one back.
Aminu with the bucket.
But he was off in the first, but he found a way to get his shot going here in the second.
The Heat trail by 9. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. For three, Harris. Aminu grabs the miss. The Blazers on offense. They're on a 17-7 run. And now it's a double-digit lead.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
For Portland, they have gone 3 for 3 at the line tonight.
Just a tremendous talent when healthy. That's the key for Griffin, trying to avoid a big injury that takes up a chunk of his season.
Picked by Zeller. Here's Harris. From deep. He got it up that time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And so it's Portland enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during...
Thanks, guys. Here with head coach Terry Stotts.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. This big mount, the first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. Some good action during the period, as it was just a one-point game at the end of one. The second quarter was all theirs. Major uptick in offensive and defensive intensity. And that will wrap up.
Welcome back. Downtown Portland looking spectacular tonight from the air. Such a scenic location here in Oregon. The Heat trail by 12. On the court for the Heat, Zeller is out there with Harris. Then it's Gary Harris. Then there's Stephen Curry. And it's Prince in at the small forward. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Zeller. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Cousins has got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Roberson, guarded by Harris. Here's Griffin, off target with the jump hook. The Heat shooting about 33%, not happy with their play on that end. Picked by Zeller. Shoots over Mills, and it'll go. And the Blazer lead is cut down now to just 10 points with that basket from Curry.
Tobias Harris, now he's a player, he gives you a little bit of everything. He can spot up. If you put a bigger guy on him, he can take you down low and drag a small if you switch on to him. I love his game.
It's stolen by Curry, and here's the fast break. And that one, good. Curry's got it back down to single digits for the Heat.
The awareness of everything around him. Curry picks it clean, then off to the races.
Cousins, the pass to Aminu. Cousins inside. He's covered by Zeller, and Cousins gets it to go. And you talk about the matchup problems Harris can create, Chris. He has been viewed as a tweener in the past, but while that can be a problem for some, C-Web, it's a blessing, I think, for him.
Well, he's the type of player you want to throw into the game and not worry about what position it is. I mean, you just let this kid go. Tell him, hey, go do you. And that's what he's been doing.
Picked by Zeller. Curry dishes to Harris. Zeller setting the pick for Prince. Back to Harris. And stolen by Cousins. Here's Aminu. Got a piece of it. In the corner, it's Griffin. And Aminu kicks to Cousins. Tries yet again. And it's good on the layup. Cousins has got 4 points this quarter.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Well, Cody Zeller isn't looking to impress anyone with this play, but he is a solid contributor on the floor. I mean, he runs the floor well. He's very good around the rim. Great efficiency on the touches close in that he does get.
And with Zeller, it is that efficiency with the ball that you really like about his game every season, Chris. He gets more and more comfortable helping carry the scoring load.
Well, Zeller does a good job of always having his hands ready and being in a position to score. He's great at finishing on those dump-off passes. He knows how to roll and finish strong.
And Aminu kicks to Mills. Pick by Griffin. Back to Aminu. Just 5 to shoot. And here's Mills from the arc. Cans it from downtown. Mills has got 6.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Curry outside. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
Just a positive force right now for these guys. And though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
Mills passes to Cousins. Back to Mills. Screen by Cousins. Mills dishes to Cousins. And it goes out of bounds. That one is off Zeller.
And you love the effort. Just getting the hand in there and knocking it out.
Well, some of that, too, is just setting the tone by being aggressive. You need guys like this on your team.
Here's Roberson.
And they're not having as much success from long range as they did in the first half.
And Harris wide open. He shoots. And the Heat, another 3. Trailblazers leading by 8. Now Mills. 6 points for him. Here's Roberson. Traps in the tray. Roberson's got his first 3 points of the game.
Okay, we got a nice little back and forth going here.
And I love it, Greg. Both sides inflicting damage from the perimeter. We'll see how the defense is adjusting.
And so it's the Portland Trailblazers holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Terry Stotts had some advice for his team. Let's hear what he had to say.
Hey, look, offensively.
And we're rolling here again with the fourth quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know. Portland's gone 5 of 9 when they put up the 3-point shot tonight. Chris, you've been on both sides of the coin for this. When it comes to a veteran presence in the locker room, just how important is that? Both, when you were a young player getting it, and maybe as an older player when you were preaching.
When I was a rookie, Kevin, I needed a veteran just as much as I needed an assistant coach. They were that important to me because when you think about it, that's how you learn your routine.
Wow.
What to eat before a game, how many hours to eat before a game, how to recoup after a game, how to say no to your friends and family for playoff tickets because, you're at home and you got to buy 75 tickets. Just kind of how to navigate through life. That veteran player can help. And I think that's one thing when the game kind of got lost in years past, it was because we lost that veteran presence in the locker room. And so to me, the veteran presence is everything. Chris Mullin getting on me because I'm a rookie. I mean, I would have paid him to do that. So, it's really cool because just as much as they get on you, they help you and they explain the game, help you out with life and everything else. So it's like a big brother relationship.
Oh, that's good to hear. Mills out there with Roberson. Then there's Griffin. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins. And it's Aminu in at the small forward spot. That's the group on the floor for Portland. And the Heat call time here.
Well, the Blazers' offense is based on flow and movement. A lot of screens off the ball creating openings for their shooters.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Well, guys, during the last break, I listened to Eric Spoelstra address the team. He is not pleased, and he told them they have to make a push right now. He said, look, we got to make a move or I've got to pull the plug. Pretty blunt stuff, Kevin. Back to you.
To the left side wing. And there's the feed to Griffin. They set the pick. And Mills kicks to Aminu. Roberson the pass to Griffin. Back to Roberson. Launches it. It's hauled in by the Heat. Prince has got his third rebound on the night. From outside the arc, Curry's shot is off. Portland leading by 11. And now Portland on the break. And Aminu kicks to Mills. Feeds to Roberson. Griffin down low. Harris is there. The shot will not fall. Miami's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Curry kicks to Prince. Pick by Zeller. Here's Curry with the 3. Good. And Harris gets the assist. And that's 15 points for Steph Curry.
His confidence level is through the roof today. It usually is anyway, but even by Curry standards, this has been incredible.
Griffin a screen on Harris. Screen by Cousins. And Mills kicks to Griffin. Aminu with the screen for Griffin. Over Prince. That's short off the rim.
Well, you see the struggles he's having getting anything to go.
Yeah, but at the same time, you know if he can just break through this cold streak, he can give you what you need.
Harris against Griffin. Prince with a screen on Aminu. There's 53 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And Mills kicks to Aminu. Pick by Griffin. There's the pick to stop the drought. Here's Cousins. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. And the Trailblazers lead by 10. Pick by Zeller. And here is Harris. Pick by Zeller. The three. And there's Stephen Curry on the assist by Harris.
Another bomb for him right now. His three-point shooting might be the key to cutting that lead.
For sure. And if they're going to get back in this one, they will have to continue to count on him to drain those outside looks.
Now here's Mills. G right on him. And so it's Portland winning this one. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, but
all right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks.
Around now, I gotta shame me. Shameless, I've been rocking on my chain.